This will be our 7th trip to India, and we're flying from Heathrow to Delhi. At Delhi, we are met by our very efficient behind-the-scenes trip organizer, Deep, of Nature Safaris.
Right.
Nature Safaris were superb in all aspects of our trip. More on this later. And then we're going to fly down to Bhopal, and there are 3 parks in this area here. Satpura, Pench and Tadoba. And we're going to see those 3 parks in central India. And then from there we're going to fly across to Calcutta. And our accommodation. And then we're going to fly to Guwahati.
It's just down to the river.
Which is here, which is the other side of Bangladesh, in Assam. Go to Kaziranga.
You got?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Fly from Guwahati to Delhi, and from Delhi we're then going to drive up to Corbet National Park, and you can see that's marked here. That's right on the Nepal-Indian border in the foothills of the Himalayas. And we'll spend a few days there, back to Delhi, and we'll then do this trip in reverse back to the UK. The first tiger reserve we experience is Satpura. In Sanskrit, it translates as 7 mountains. Each drive starts by crossing the waters of the Denmark Dam.
So today Sangeeta is driving us, and Bhurelal is our guide.
Hello, Bhurelal.
Hello.
So over here in this park we have lady driver also, we have lady guides also.
Good.
Do us 4.
The last tiger census in 2018-19 counted 50 adult tigers. This year's census is anticipated to be between 60 to 65 tigers.
Oh, there's something.
तो वो लास्ट कहाँ पे देखो लास्ट में पता नहीं तो अपन मान चलो एक गाड़ी अपन ऐसे चले we were discussing where to go, where was the movement in the morning, and how to move the vehicles in that way.
While we hope to see tigers, we always look for the complete park experience. Tigers are at the very top of the food chain, the king of the jungle. They only exist because of everything else in the jungle. We always look to see and understand all aspects of the jungle experience, not just the tigers.
You will find undulating forest patches, dense forest patches, woodlands, a bit of forest, and at the bottom also the grassland kind of, developing grassland kind of. Very few portions, somewhat around 8 to 10% hardly of the total land area is the Langurs, northern plains.
Oh, look at that.
So a lot of maintenance work is going on because all these terrain gets muddy.
Another important aspect of the tiger reserves are all those who work to preserve them. From India's central government, its foresters, to the people in and around the parks. All we tourists have to do is turn up, expecting to see wildlife.
Incredible work they're doing. They're putting the foundation of stone down.
Yes. So in that way it's like the upper layer, obviously it will get eroded with the water, but the basic layer will get over there as form. So as a kind of foundation.
What were they doing listening?
Yeah, they were listening. Nothing, no alarm calls, nothing.
एक नंबर कुल्लू पहाड़ी से आ रहा हूँ मैं, एक दो गाड़ी इधर से गई पिछली खाऊ जी की। हाँ इनको इधर से पीपल पानी से।
No, not yet. We will find one.
We'll try our luck.
No, yeah, good luck.
Bye.
Bye.
सोनम बोल रही थी कि घर पे सोता हुआ छोड़ के गए। किस तरफ? इसी तरफ। किस तरफ? हाँ, जो कैब्स के आसपास कहीं पे लग बाम्बू पेड़ पे कत्थर नाले पे आ गया बाम्बू छोड़ के।
हाँ
11 बजे तक देखा उन्होंने।
Was he looking for a leopard?
In the morning, few vehicles have seen sloth bear over here, and it was sleeping over here only.
Oh.
So the movement can be in the nearby area.
Langur monkeys play an important role in India's tiger-dominated wildlife areas. The predatory alarm calls are very believable, alerting the jungle that there is a tiger, leopard or wild dogs around. So listen out for their alarms. Like other primates, langurs communicate with each other by different gestures and facial expressions. They have over 20 different communication sounds. Some are heard over a mile away. It's special to be able to stop for a couple of minutes and observe their behavior in their natural environment of dry deciduous forest habitat.
They're beautiful looking, isn't it?
You will find a lot of ghost trees over here.
Really? That is a smart looking one.
Yeah. We will cross this path again. ना पीछे करना.
It's just
बस. From here you can have a good
Yeah,
view.
very good.
बंद कर लेना.
And the sambas sleep in the daytime?
They tend to take rest during daytime, during night also. So these kind of places are the roosting sites for them. Under the, you can say, trees, dense trees, where they can find good shade.
Thank
Shall we
you.
go?
Yeah, thank you. Charlie.
oh, there is
Sure.
it.
वापस से इधर ही तो नहीं गया उसने.
Did the guide pick up the footprints? The sloth bear?
Yeah, he saw over there.
Yeah, very good eyes.
Yeah, and over here you can see the
Yeah,
pug mark. The
Yeah.
tracks are above the jeep track,
yeah.
above the tire track. So it means in the afternoon, after all the vehicles have gone out, during that time it had crossed this road, because it's in the morning it was not there. इधर जाने के
Sloth bears crossed in front of the jeep.
सुबह पैरों के ऊपर लगे.
If you look where the shadow is from the tree, on the far side of the shadow of the tree, whoops, okay, you can see it.
गाड़ियों के ऊपर ही लगे.
सुबह यहाँ पर गाड़ी गई थी
Oh, there. Oh, there. Next to that green leaf.
On top of the side.
सुबह 8 बजे की बात है 9:30 बजे की बात होगी यहाँ से क्रॉसिंग करी हुई तो
उधर ही गई है तो या तो उधर बैठी होगी कहीं इधर होगी. देखते हैं एक राउंड इधर तक देखते हैं. रास्ते में कोई गाड़ी मिली और
नहीं
सारी गाड़ियाँ उधर ही घूम रही हैं.
वो उधर ही है सब गाड़ी.
हाँ इधर देखते हैं.
उसको घुमा जाए दरवाजा भी दे रहे हैं.
So alarm call is going on. Langur is giving alarm call. It's looking towards.
रविस्कर कोई नाले पे.
They think there's a tiger in there.
I'm not sure what it is.
It doesn't matter, you got to get the expectations up.
लंगूर झुक के देख रहे हैं बार बार उसे देख रहे हैं आसमान नाले आने
या तो मूव कर रहा है. पलटा ले यहीं से पूरी काट ली. उधर जाएं हम लोग. हाँ हाँ पूरी अपनी तरफ काट लेना. हाँ उस तरफ से निकले तो किसी एक को तो दिखेगा. It's like now we are 4 vehicles over here, so we are just splitting in a distance. So because it's over here only, something from predator is here. We can cover a big distance actually. And over here we have a whistle as our communication thing. So if somebody sees, so we just whistle. So then everyone can come, but it's like to track initially because over here also water is there, over there water is there. So maybe if it moves to this side, then we can see in between 2 vehicles are there at the back. There is one.
There are never any guarantees seeing tigers, leopards, but by using all the clues the experienced guides can find helps to increase the chances. India has an increasing tiger population thanks to everyone who's dedicated their lives to protecting these forests. A tiger sighting in every 5 trips is likely. Some parks with high populations it can be 1 in every 3 drives, but it is always not guaranteed.
Their largest cattle species in cow family.
Largest in the world.
Yeah, in cow family.
Yeah.
And they are quite native to Indian subcontinent. Sloth bears on the left side. You have to stand up. गलत बता रहा है 3 शायद 3 9 नंबर में या these are the sloth bear लग गया पूजा नहीं लगा 9 नंबर हो लगा दीपक लगा
We've never seen 3 before. For us, sloth bears are very special, having not seen many before. Our first sighting of a mother with cubs.
Please hold on, please. Please hold on. We'll just.
This bear has 2 cubs, which will stay with her for 2 to 3 years before heading off on their own. Sloth bears have poor sense of sight and hearing, but a good sense of smell. The Hindi name for the bear is Balu. It is a forest-dwelling bear that inhabits tropical and subtropical regions of India and Sri Lanka. Tigers don't often try to prey on sloth bears. These little bears are tough and in conclusive fights can result in both the tiger and the bear being severely injured. If threatened, they will stand on 2 legs and brandish their own claw forepaws as weapons. Their large canines are used for defense against tigers. Other potential predators include jackal, wild dogs, wolves, leopards, and other Asian bear species. The most common fight would be when the tiger, having already eaten a great deal of a kill, decides not to risk injury, and the sloth bear gets to eat the rest after a brief skirmish. Sloth bears are typically active for about 8 to 14 hours each day. They do not hibernate. Various adaptations equip the sloth bear for raiding insect colonies. With long, curved front claws extending from large paws, it can dig towards and rip open a nest of bees or termites, inserting its long snout into the nest and closing its nostrils. The sloth bear opens its lips and sucks in the insects through the gap in its teeth caused by the lack of central upper incisors. Sloth bears consume termites and ants. When trees are in fruit, usually during the monsoon season, sloth bears dine on mango, fig, ebony and other fruits as well as on flowers. During the non-fruiting season, insects constitute 95% of the sloth bear's diet. Sloth bears climb trees and knock down honeycombs, later collecting the honey from the forest floor. Beetles, grubs and other insects round out their diet. During the food shortages, sloth bears will eat carrion. They also sometimes raid farm crops.